Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. Market Beast, Napoleon Macro. Genius brands will be explored today. We're going to take a look at the price action and see if the last month's performance was up to par. If you guys didn't take a chance to watch our last video, just check that out. We made a observation on what was required from the buyers and the sellers. We didn't make like a prediction as far as what would happen, just kind of explaining the story. That's what we do if you're new. So welcome back, loyal family. Again, if you're new, we only go over price action. Thank you for understanding that. Right? Let's not waste time, guys. Let's dive into, I have a range, I guess, for the next 72 hours. I'm not saying it's going to hold, but it would be in the best interest of the buyers to hold this range that we're going to go over in this video. So let's dive into the charts here, shall we? All right. So today's July the 2nd, 2021, and the current or the previous close of Genius Brands going to be $1.78, slightly negative, approximately 3.2% for the day. Welcome back, everyone. ASMR, interesting analysis. Here's the lines. All right, so we still have the this interesting projection cone. I was going to get rid of it, but I thought it'd just be relevant to keep it on the chart for now. And it's just kind of broken below it here near the May the 17th, broke back above it. It appears that it's kind of, hopefully it can hold on to this lower line. It's kind of like, you know, just hold on to it. That'd be a really nice, that'd be the practical thing for me to understand the next move. I'll just put it that way. It looks like it's getting a push back from the sellers currently. And let me just leave you guys out with that range. Let's go over that very quickly here. So the range that I was able to find, and I'm also going to point out like a sign that that's not really that ideal for the bullish case, okay? So the range, let's go over the range, next 72 hours. This means that if the market breaks below this range, it's not a good sign for the bulls, okay? That's just my job as an interesting analyst, just to go over this stuff for you. The ranges and the time to the best of my ability. Okay, here we go. So this range right here, right about there, this range stretches in between. First, top of the range is going to be $1.86. All right, it's the top of the range. And the lower portion of the range is going to be $1.66. Man, it must be tough for the Genius Brands investors. This stock is just, I don't know, it can't get above $2. So interesting. 186 down to 166 is the range. Next 72 hours. Let's just see how this holds. Let's see if this ages like, you know, well, or if it just falls through just kind of obliterates everything here, right? Again, this isn't a prediction saying it's going to, guys. I'm giving you the levels to understand the necessary requirements for the buyers to protect this range, okay? Pardon me if you guys are with me all the time. You know exactly what I'm saying. I have to explain it, kind of elaborate more, because some just don't get price action, which is fine, guys. It's not easy to understand this stuff because I'm still learning myself. But that's why I'm so repetitive. Pardon me there. But one of the things that I said I wanted to point out that is not the ideal setup. We can actually get rid of that for now. Sorry, guys. I don't like messy charts. Hopefully you guys caught that. Rewind it back, screenshot it. Okay. Now, the one thing that we wanted, hang on, not wanted. The one thing that we said that would be the ideal case for the bulls last month in the month of June would be to thrust to the upside and make a new high higher than $2.54. The buyers failed to follow through with that ideal scenario. I'm not going to say it is an obligation, but that was the ideal scenario to show relentless strength within a short period of time, if that makes sense. Okay. That did not happen. They could only get as high as, the buyers could only reach as high as $2.31, which is, that's a fair performance, I'd say, from the buyers. The only thing that they have to do is protect that range that we just went over. I guess within 72 hours and overall in the month of July, if that makes sense. So essentially, if the buyers can at least protect this, I guess the $1.69 level, that was the last level that we left you guys out with. $1.69, just hold the line, consolidate, you know, give it some time to kind of prepare itself to propel higher. By the way, we're not invested, to be totally transparent. If you're new, you've heard me for the first time. We're looking to re-enter, but we haven't yet. Yeah, some sort of sideways consolidation, guys. You know, maybe something. All right. So let's give the market some time. You have my prediction, not my prediction. You have my observation of what's required from the buyers within the next 72 hours. All right. Let's see how that plays out. Yeah, 169 is kind of like the most important level if we just want to kind of sum things up here in a very short video. It could have been, right? $1.69, guys. Let's see if we can get some weekly candles to close above that level. This is an active weekly candle that we're looking at here, the red candle, and has less than 6 hours, 58 minutes to close. The markets are about to open. It's like 8 in the morning right now. So yeah, 169, ladies and gentlemen, 169. Pull up your charts, pull up your weekly candles, 169. As long as we're getting weekly closes above that level, in my book, Napoleon Macro's book, everything looks fine. If this market craters tomorrow, doesn't mean I got it wrong. I'm just going over the story, okay? So hopefully that was useful, guys. In summary, $1.69 is the most important level for, let's just say, the next, let's see, we can even give it like a week or two. So yeah, if you see like fluctuations above that level, yeah, it's just preparing, guys, to potentially move higher. Okay, but remember what the obligation is from the buyers. Okay, let's just put that on the chart right there. All right, the obligation from the buyers in order to get itself out of this, I wouldn't say mess, but right now I just made a lower high. I didn't even point that out. You see this is a high here in the chart at about March the 29th. And then you have a lower high. You guys know what we look for. Come on, you know that, right? Higher highs, higher lows. But this is a higher low here, right? That's good. That's a good sign. So that's why I'm saying, if you pull up the charts, guys, if you do this for long enough, you'll be like, okay, I get what he's saying now. He's kind of weird, but he makes sense sometimes a little bit, right? So if you hold that red line, right? And then the next thing, boom, just gotta make a higher high, you know, higher than 250. But it must hold a line, right? Because it can't make a lower low. If it makes a lower low, lower than $1.37, no, that's not good, guys. That means the sellers have control of just a small range from the highest point that we can measure. Not the highest point, but just kind of what we're doing is I'm just kind of focusing on the kind of this area right here. Ever since it entered the projection cone, I'm just kind of focusing on that area right there. So you know what I mean? Like this highest point, 250, in terms of the candles bodies, weekly candles. Like all this area here, the buyers got it. They have to show strength, guys. They can't get it below that 169. Or otherwise, yeah, there's no strength here. All right. Well, there's enough strength to hold the markets up, but eventually it needs to make a new high. That's the bottom line. Bottom line, guys, 250, okay? Let's see how this market performs in the month of July. It doesn't necessarily have to break above 250, but again, it's in the best interest for the buyers to protect 169, 170, okay? I have to repeat myself over and over and over, guys. I apologize, but someone's going to ask, you know, what's the direction? I can't give you a direction. I'm giving you the buyers and the sellers' obligation. Let's wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me repeat myself 100 times. Also, if you're new, we cover the alternative markets, Bitcoin, altcoins. Kindly subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll send you that information when it is available. Thanks for listening to me, guys. Huge support. It helps the channel. Be sure to execute your strategies. Be sure to take notes of the levels. If it sounds confusing and you want to understand price action, just rewind it back, guys, and just study price action. It's very beautiful. You're just looking for higher highs, higher lows for an uptrend, lower lows, lower highs for a downtrend. Pull up the higher time frames. It helps. If you're looking at a 1 hour candle and you have less than 5 years of experience, I can't tell you what to do, but that's probably not where you should be, guys. You're going to have a lot of the readings that you're going to have on the charts with the 1 hour candles is just not going to be helpful. That's my speculative opinion, okay? All right, so be sure, guys, take care. We'll talk soon, and bye for now.